Hi everybody, foXnoMad here, and today I want to help you travel smarter by showing you a backpack that you may have been looking for. One that's not too big, but one that's not too small, and one that's good for school, work, and travel, or maybe just a mix of all three of those things. And that's this backpack right here, the Tortuga Outbreaker laptop backpack, which is kind of a crossover multi-purpose backpack that you can use for a lot of different occasions. If you've been looking for a backpack in the medium size range, you may have noticed it seems like a lot of bag manufacturers focus more on the smaller or larger end of the backpack spectrum. That means office bags on the smaller side of things and travel bags on the larger side of things, while other companies go for more specialized designs like for camera gear or clothing. And that leaves the middle, that mid-range size of backpack, 25 to 30 liters, where you don't always have a lot of options when it comes to bags that are good for school, work, and travel, or some combination of those three things where you want a bag to be flexible. But the Outbreaker laptop backpack does do a lot of those things really well while still not committing to any one type of traveler or any one type of use, which makes it a very versatile choice for a lot of people. Let's start with the design of the Outbreaker laptop backpack. It comes in one color, this shiny black across the entire bag with a black on black Tortuga logo, making it distinct but at the same time not very conspicuous. The outer material is VX21 sailcloth, which, as you may have guessed, is the same stuff boat sails are made of, and it's waterproof. Now, you can't submerge this bag, it's not water sealed, but it is made with waterproof materials, so your stuff inside will stay dry, even in the strongest downpour. Tortuga have added weather resistance to the YKK zippers, the industry standard for zipper reliability, by covering them with waterproof fabric to keep water out, but it doesn't interfere with the ease of zipping. In addition to the shoulder straps, there are two handles, one on the top for a conventional carry and the other one on the right side of the bag if you want to carry it sideways. Overall, the build is solid, and for the most part, the stitching around the bag is pretty tight, except here around the water bottle holder. There's a bit of fraying on the backpack I have, but I can't say if this is common across the line, but it's just something to keep an eye out for. Now, I've talked a lot about mid-range, middle-sized backpacks, but what does that actually mean? Well, if you've seen my video on how backpack liters are calculated, you know that in my definition, a mid-range backpack is one that's 25 to 30 liters, and the Outbreaker laptop backpack is 27 liters, just right in the middle. The laptop backpack stands 47 by 30 by 23 centimeters with a capacity that's distributed around 3 main compartments with 8 pockets. When the bag isn't completely full, it can comfortably fit under most airplane seats and pretty much all overhead bins. It sits high up on your back, distributing weight well, something that's important because you can pack so much into this backpack. Some other travel features Tortuga have baked into the laptop backpack are shoulder straps you can unhook. That's useful for times like when you're at a cafe and you want to loop the strap around your table leg, or when you're on the bus and you want to loop the strap around the seat, so just to make sure that nobody can make off with your bag when you're not paying attention. The straps are also well padded, so if you load this bag with heavy gear, it stays comfortable on your back, and these padding grooves here give you breathing room to keep the bag and you cool. Moving on to the interior, the front compartment goes down about 3/4 of the length of the backpack, but the zipper only goes down about 1/4, making it a bit awkward to open. There are a couple of dividers for pens and a larger pocket that's just barely big enough to hold an iPad Air. And this pocket on the front here, this pocket flap on the front, really demonstrates some of the trade-offs that Tortuga have made with this bag. See, if you open this up, you've got a pocket right in here that you can open. It's great. But you've also got a pocket right here on the front of the bag, which you can open as well. But if you try to fill in both sides, they're going to eat away into the same space in this flap. So those pockets don't really have a ton of depth. They don't really expand out into the bag. They're going to expand in. So just keep that in mind. These are more like sleeves rather than pockets, and they don't have a ton of depth in them. Just remember trade-offs. So although you have a well-secured quick grab pocket here in this front compartment, you can't stuff it with much of anything that's not flat, like a passport. Otherwise, it's going to eat into the pockets behind it. It would have been nice if Tortuga could have added some depth to those pockets, especially the exterior ones, but my guess is they wanted to keep the size of this bag down and maintain it firmly in that mid-range size and not compete with their larger travel bags. So if you have a lot of travel electronics or accessories, clunky things like cables or adapters that you were thinking about stuffing into those pockets, just keep in mind that they don't have a lot of depth to them. On a better note, the main compartment of the laptop backpack is a big old pit, no dividers, but rather a large empty space you can put whatever you want in. So maybe you want to carry a lot of books and have space for a sweater on top. You can definitely do that with this bag. Or let's say you've got a lot of different electronics and you want to put those here, or you're looking for an impromptu gym bag, you've also got the space to do it all here. So you're given the option to organize how you want, and a lot of bags that are in this size don't really do that. They usually have their own organization, dividers, different pockets, but what Tortuga have done here is they leave that organizational options, they leave that organization up to you, however you want to see fit. And having a bag that opens up 180 degrees like this means that you can get to everything inside the bag, so you can use and fit things in these corners here, and it's a lot more accessible and just a lot easier to get to. As an added bonus, the laptop compartment also opens up 180 degrees, so you can easily get to the 3 small pockets inside, which are arranged in this T shape. You've also got your laptop and tablet sleeves here as well, and if you travel a lot like I do, having a main compartment that opens up with zippers that go around the front, not just half or 3/4, is a feature that's hard to go without once you get used to it. Now, in my opinion, I think bags, especially as they get larger, should leave more of the organization up to you rather than making the decisions for you, because it leaves a lot of flexibility for all kinds of different things that you might want to carry. So like I said, if you want books or clothes or electronics, or you want to do a mix of all that, you have that option because you've got this big space and you've got this 180-degree zipper around it, so you can open the bag up flat like that. And it's a really nice touch that Tortuga have added that to the laptop compartment as well. On the other hand, that means a lot of that organization is going to require things like packing cubes, or you might need cases for your different electronics so that they all kind of fit in one place, and that when you open this bag they don't just all fall out, or when you go through airport security you don't have to take a million things out at once. You're going to have to kind of organize it within the bag itself. But either way, the organizational options are all left up to you. There are a lot of options and features here, usually found on larger travel bags, but this is called the Outbreaker laptop backpack. So let's take a look at that third laptop compartment. The laptop sleeve has this Velcro strap on top, but honestly it got in the way more than anything, slowing me down each time I took my laptop in and out of the bag, kind of making me wish it wasn't there at all. The pocket itself though has some depth for thicker laptops, so if you pack your laptop with the sleeve, plenty of space for that as well. The fabric inside the sleeve, by the way, is ultra soft, a nice touch added by Tortuga. The sleeve itself is about 2 centimeters higher than the bottom of the bag, which protects your laptop from impacts every time you put the backpack down on the ground. And part of the laptop sleeve is another smaller sleeve for a tablet, but it's just a little too small to elegantly line up for an iPad Air. If that smaller sleeve were positioned a little bit lower, it could more easily hold an iPad Air and make space for larger tablets like the Pro line, for example. This isn't a bag that's going to be a one travel bag, so if you're looking for something where you can pack in all your stuff and go around the world in, this might be a little bit too small. And if you travel with a lot of electronics like laptop, lenses, DSLR, a drone, and you want space for anything else, this bag might be a little bit too small for that as well. And if you want a bag that does a lot of the dividing and organizing for you with pockets and dividers on the interior, this bag also isn't really designed for that. But if you're in the middle and you're looking for a backpack that you can use, let's say, to carry some electronics and then mix it up with some clothes, or you want something that would work for a weekend trip, but then may also be able to carry all of your lens gear when you're just going out and shooting for the day. If you want a bag that can work for school, work, or travel, but not be dedicated to any one of those 3 things, and you want a bag that's flexible enough for a lot of different uses without committing to any one specific purpose, then the Outbreaker laptop backpack is one you should take a look at. I hope this video has been helpful for you. That's my review of the Outbreaker laptop backpack. But if you have any questions, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. And while you're down there, hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'll have new videos for you every week, and I'll see you in the next video. Is this Outbreaker and film the limit. That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen.